Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so let's kick things off with something kind of bold. You can genuinely get ahead of, well, 99% of people using AI.
Yeah,
And not by becoming some kind of tech wizard, right?
right.
But just by mastering a few simple but really, really powerful techniques. Today, we're doing a deep dive into advanced AI prompting. This isn't, just asking AI to draft a quick email for you. It's about making AI your strategic partner, almost like it knows what you need before you do. We've gathered some really eye-opening stuff today. Our sources, we've got Dan Martell, he's a veteran, been building companies with AI for years, and Hayden, a serial entrepreneur who basically runs his businesses on AI. He was featured over on Tiago Forte's channel. So our mission really is to give you that blueprint.
Right.
How to actually transform how you use AI.
Moving beyond just asking for stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Away from those basic requests towards real growth, real efficiency, get ready to learn fast, have those aha moments, and hopefully not feel overwhelmed by it all.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, how many people still treat AI, well, almost like a stranger. You toss out a quick request, maybe something pretty complex, and then you kind of wonder why the answer isn't quite right. The real power, it unlocks when you build more of a, let's say, intentional relationship with it.
That's a really key point, and Dan Martell, he really emphasizes the first step, doesn't he? Investing in a ChatGPT Pro account. He actually says it's cheaper than eating out, which maybe it is these days. And get this, he promises it'll make you 10 times more money if you use its full capabilities. That's a big claim. What is it about Pro that unlocks that kind of value? Is it just faster?
Well, it's more than just speed, although that helps people see more features, maybe. But that 10x idea, it's really about consistent access to the better models, like GPT-4. They have much larger context windows. That means the AI can hold on to, remember much more about your conversation, your needs, your style. It's that reliability that lets you build the kind of deep relationship we're talking about, where it starts feeling like an extension of your own brain.
Okay, so Pro gives you that consistent, smarter foundation. Then the next step, maybe the most crucial one, is introducing yourself. And this isn't just being polite, is it? It's about context.
Exactly. Total context.
Yeah.
Like, if your AI sounds generic, like a stranger, it's probably because you haven't told it who you are, what you do, what matters to you. And that's where this idea of the master prompt comes in. It's pretty revolutionary, actually.
The master prompt. Okay, I'm picturing like a super detailed travel agent profile, right? They need to know everything to plan that perfect trip, your seat preference, flight times, what you like to do. So the master prompt is that for you and your business, it tells the AI, this is who I am. And Dan Martell's method for creating it. Exit clever. How does that work?
It's really smart. Instead of you just trying to guess what the AI needs to know and typing for hours, Martell says, ask the AI to ask you the questions. You feed it some basics. Okay, I'm a CEO, media company, 20 people. We make content for entrepreneurs. Here's how we make money, our customers, values, maybe even staff details, vision, the core stuff. He calls it a complete audit of your brain for your role. It might take, 20, maybe 45 minutes that first time answering its questions. But it's a one-time setup mostly.
A one-time investment for ongoing payoff.
Right.
Because you save it, right,
Right.
as a PDF. And then for any important chat, you just upload that PDF. So it
Yeah.
always knows who it's talking to, what the context is. Martell uses this for creating playbooks, financial analysis, product stuff, even hiring decisions. Makes sense.
Yeah, and Hayden, the entrepreneur Tiago Forte, featured. He takes this even further. His master prompt is apparently a 30-page Google Doc, full context on multiple businesses. He uses it every single time he prompts. And critically, he shares it with his leadership teams.
Wow, 30 pages.
Right. The impact, he says, is more done, better, and faster. He even gave stats like a 40% quality improvement, huge productivity jumps. He calls it democratizing execution. Small companies acting like big ones, like GM, basically. Tackling complex stuff without huge teams, it really changes the game for smaller outfits.
Okay, that's a major shift. So Master Prompt tells the AI who we are, sets the stage. But getting it to act right, to give you the output you actually want, that's the next hurdle, isn't it? I bet that's where people get frustrated. They expect it to just...
That's exactly it. You hit the nail on the head, that expectation. That's why, people complain, my output sucks.
Yeah.
This is where the system prompt comes into play. Master prompt is who you are. System prompt is how you want the AI to behave, how you want it to do the work, setting the rules of engagement.
I see, okay. And Dan Martell uses something called a canvas for this, to build these system prompts iteratively. Tell me about that.
Yeah, the canvas idea is neat. Think of it like a scratch pad, a Google Doc, but right inside ChatGPT. You ask for an output, an email, an ad, whatever. You save it to this canvas. Then, here's the key. You chat with the canvas to refine it. You can say, make the tone more formal, or change this paragraph, get rid of those em dashes you love using.
Ah, so you're having a conversation about the output itself, refining it piece by piece.
Right.
And you said it learns from
Yeah,
this.
it does. And this is where it gets really personalized. You can even go in and just edit the text directly on the canvas. And the AI watches those edits. It learns, okay, they prefer commas here, or they always use this phrase. It starts picking up your specific style, your voice, which is huge for making the AI sound like you or your brand.
Right, and then comes the pro move, as Martel calls it. This is brilliant. Once that output is perfect, exactly how you want it, you ask the AI, okay, now write the system prompt that would have created this specific output from the start. So you're not just getting the perfect email, you're getting the recipe for that perfect email. You're capturing that process as your own IP.
Exactly. It's like reverse engineering the perfect instructions.
That must save so much trial and error.
Oh, massively. Martel mentioned spending hours, maybe 2 hours, perfecting one prompt. His book Architect one we'll probably talk about. This Canvas method helps avoid that AI hallucination, too. Where it just makes stuff up, adds extra fluff you didn't ask for, especially useful for things like checklists, SOPs, where accuracy is crucial.
He also had that funny bit about threatening the AI,
Yeah.
saying things like, I'll ship you to Russia in a box. He claims it sometimes works.
Apparently, a Google co-founder backed him up on that, said it works on their models too. Use at your own risk, I guess.
Wild. Okay, but stepping back,
Yeah.
even with these prompts, you can end up with a lot of chats, a lot of information flying around. How do you keep it organized?
That's a very real problem. The volume can be overwhelming. This leads us to the idea of projects.
All right, Dan Martel's concept, like dedicated rooms within ChatGPT for specific goals. His example was building a house. The project holds the blueprints, vendor lists, decisions, everything related to that house. Keeps it all contained.
Exactly. All the context stays together, past chats, documents you uploaded for that specific project. No need to re-explain things constantly. Hayden uses this heavily. Big financial decisions, acquiring businesses, even personal stuff like buying his place in Cabo. It addresses Martel's point. A messy mind creates a messy prompt. Projects bring order. They provide the context needed for those really powerful, insightful responses.
And Hayden specifically mentioned Claude's projects feature, right? Because it allows for these contained knowledge silos. You can share project-specific info with relevant team members, keeping things secure and focused.
Precisely. And then there's one more layer of control, custom instructions. Think of these as your global style guide for the AI.
Like setting your home address in a map app, yeah. Set it once, never repeat it.
Exactly. These tell the AI how to format its output, always.
Okay, so let's clarify the difference again. Master prompt is who you are. System prompt is how AI does a specific task. Custom instructions are.
How the output looks and feels. Always. You might tell it. Always use short, crisp bullet points. No fluff. No fancy formatting. Don't start with, certainly here is. Things like that. You set these in your main ChatGPT settings, and you can, yes, ask the AI to help you write these custom instructions too. Makes everything faster downstream.
Okay, this is building a really robust system. We've got personalization, behavior direction, organization. So what's the final piece? How does this translate into true scale, moving beyond just making your work faster into like automating tasks for a whole team? This sounds like where custom GPTs come in.
Exactly. Custom GPTs are the automation layer. Dan Martel describes them as your personalized mini engines. They're built to do specific, repeatable tasks perfectly every time. And they're built directly from those system prompts you perfected using the canvas.
Okay. So instead of copying and pasting a complex system prompt whenever you need that task done, you save it as its own little GPT applet.
Right. You create what Martel calls an engine of value. Something you can easily share with your team, friends, maybe even clients. He made a bold statement. Apps save minutes. Custom GPTs will save you days. That's the level of leverage we're talking about.
Wow. Days. That's significant. Does he have an example of that?
A great one. His book, Architect GPT. He took that system prompt he'd perfected, turned it into a custom GPT. Then he could just feed it a person's name, say, Rob Dyrdek, and a topic like time. And in 27 minutes, he said, it analyzed everything Dyrdek had publicly said or written about time and generated a full book outline with quotes, stories, the works.
27 minutes for a book outline based on someone's entire public output.
Yeah. He did it for Gary Vaynerchuk on operating businesses, Sarah Blakely on parenting.
That's honestly mind-blowing.
Yeah.
The synthesis involved there is incredible. But the question comes up again, how do you ensure it's genuine synthesis, not just finding and listing quotes. Is that in the system prompt design?
Absolutely. It goes back to crafting that initial system prompt carefully. You instruct the AI not just to find information, but to analyze it, to look for themes, contradictions, evolution of thought. And the canvas refinement helps ensure the structure of the output encourages that deeper thinking. You guide it towards becoming a thought partner, not just a search engine.
Got it. And making one is simple. Copy the prompt, paste it into the GPT creator.
Pretty much. Copy your perfected system prompt, go to the GPT section, click Create, paste in the instructions, give it a name. Then you choose how to share it, just for you, with a link. Only your organization, or even publicly in the GPT store. You could potentially monetize these tools.
Okay, so the potential here is huge. But let's bring it back to brass tacks. How does this actually reshape a business day to day? What are the tangible results people like Hayden are seeing?
Right, the real-world impact. Hayden shared some powerful examples. Take hiring, specifically top grading. His master prompt has trigger words like AI hiring. If he needs, say, a marketing director for his company Acquire, he triggers it. The AI, using the company context from the master prompt, essentially asks and answers its own questions to figure out the need.
And the output is?
It's incredibly detailed, a full job description, responsibilities, KPIs, those key metrics, quarterly targets. It even defines what an A player looks like versus a B player for that role and lays out expected outcomes for months 1, 2, and 3. But then it goes further. Creates screening criteria, cover letter requirements, sample interview questions, job postings, even tasks for a working interview or homework assignment.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work saved.
Hayden estimates it saves the better part of a week of an HR director's time.
Okay, that's efficient, but does it lead to better hires? That's the million-dollar question.
He claims it leads to 50% more A players. 50%. He says that creates a huge divergence in company growth over time. That's the real competitive edge.
How, though? How does AI help find better people, not just filter faster?
I think it comes down to consistency and depth in the definition. The AI helps articulate exactly what success looks like in granular detail. Every candidate gets measured against that same incredibly specific benchmark. It reduces human bias, focuses on the attributes that actually predict top performance for that specific role in that specific company.
Makes sense. Consistency at scale. What about SOPs, standard operating procedures?
Another great example. Hayden showed taking a screenshot of a process flowchart, maybe client onboarding. He uses a trigger word, AI SOP. The AI analyzes the flowchart and generates a detailed, step-by-step SOP document from it.
Okay, that sounds incredibly useful, turning a visual into a procedure.
He said it replaces at least 3 months of work for creating comprehensive SOPs. And the impact. Massive accountability. No more, I didn't know how, or I didn't know I was supposed to. Everyone knows the process, their role, and how it connects to the goals.
Looking bigger picture, Hayden made a really provocative prediction about company structure.
Yeah, pretty radical. He suggested AI could lead to companies having no director layer at all.
No directors, just owners and frontline staff.
He thinks the manager layer might expand, but yeah, the structure fundamentally shifts. Owner, managers, frontline. He sees AI effectively becoming the director layer, maybe even parts of the CEO layer, handling strategy translation, process oversight.
That allows for, as he put it, far larger companies with far fewer employees. It helps smaller companies jump that valley of death where they can't afford traditional management layers.
Now, obviously, there are huge questions around that. Culture, alignment, the human element. It's a massive shift.
Definitely. What are the risks there? Losing that human touch in middle management. Misalignment if the AI isn't prompted perfectly.
Absolutely. Culture drift is a big one. Ensuring strategic alignment needs constant vigilance. And the impact on managers whose roles change, that needs careful handling. But Hayden's bet is that the consistency and strategic horsepower AI provides outweighs those risks if implemented correctly. He pointed to his own company. 3-year goals became 6-month goals. Their 2026 revenue forecast is now 4 times higher than planned, mostly because of AI leverage.
4 times. Okay. So for someone listening thinking, right, I need to do this, where do they actually start building that foundational master prompt?
Okay, let's break it down. This is step 1, building V1 of your master prompt. And remember, use AI to help you flesh out each section. Hayden suggests 7 key parts.
All right, section 1, personal info. That's your role, company, how you plan to use AI, strengths, weaknesses. Kind of the basics about you professionally. AI can help you brainstorm this, right?
Definitely. Ask it questions about your workflow to clarify. Second, company info. When was it founded? How many employees? The structure, markets, ideal customer, product, services. If you're fuzzy on your ideal client, ask AI to help you define that profile.
Third, what you do. The core result you deliver for customers. Sounds simple, but articulating it well. AI can be a good thought partner here.
It really can. Fourth, how you do it. What's your unique selling proposition? What makes you different? Marketing info, competitors, your secret sauce goes here.
Fifth, people team, reporting structure, and crucially, the KPIs, key performance indicators for each key person or role. What does success look like, measured? AI can suggest relevant KPIs. Just be careful about sensitive info if you plan on sharing the prompt.
Good point. Sixth, products and services. List everything you offer, current and planned. Include costs, features, benefits. Be thorough.
And finally, seventh, culture. Super important for brand voice. Core values, again, AI can help brainstorm these, your mission, your BAG, big, hairy, audacious goal. The goal is for the AI to learn to weave these values into its communication.
And don't feel like you need to write a novel for each section initially. A paragraph or two to start is fine. It's iterative. You use the AI, see where the output is weak, then go back and add more detail or clarity to your master prompt in that area. It evolves over time.
And Hayden had that one warning, right? About long-term goals.
Yeah, a crucial piece of advice. He suggested not putting long-term, multi-year goals or strategy into your initial master prompt.
Why not? Seems counterintuitive.
Because AI is moving so fast, your strategy is likely to change dramatically, much faster than before. Remember his 3-year plans becoming 6-month plans. Your strategy needs to be more fluid right now. Focus the prompt on the current state and operational context.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. The ground is shifting too quickly.
Yeah.
So to recap, we've covered personalizing AI with master prompts, custom instructions, directing it with system prompts, and the Canvas method, scaling with projects and those powerful custom GPTs. This really isn't just about efficiency tweaks. It feels more fundamental. Rethinking workflow, leadership, growth itself.
Absolutely. You listening now have that blueprint. You can move from feeling buried in information to actually using AI as a lever, achieving things that honestly seemed impossible for individuals or small teams just a short while ago. It's about doing better work, amplified.
So let's end with a thought to mull over, a provocative one. If AI can genuinely step in as that director layer, helping companies 4x their growth, what parts of your current work, your current role, are you maybe holding on to unnecessarily? What could AI liberate you from, allowing you to focus higher up? Because the future here isn't just about adding AI tools. It's probably more about learning what to strategically let go of.